Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to I Have Today, where we talk about the art of intentional living. And today is a very special show. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 shifts how to lose weight fast and permanently. And the reason why I wanted to do this show today is because recently I've lost about 20 pounds in about 10 weeks. And people kept asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? And I thought, I'm going to talk about this because this was actually one of the easiest things that I've done. And I know that if you're out there and you're watching this or listening to this, you might feel like you want to make some changes to yourself physically. Maybe you have a few pounds that you'd like to lose, or maybe there's that number that I hear a lot. Oh, I got that, that last 10 pounds, that last 10 pounds. What I'm going to do today is walk you through 5 shifts, pretty easy shifts on how to make that happen for yourself. What's worked and working for me, and hopefully it will work for you as well. So if this is your first time here on I Have Today, I want to say welcome to the show. And if you've been here before, I want to say welcome back. We are streaming live right now. Where you can find our show is on E360 TV. We're also streaming on Amazon, on Apple, on Roku, on Android, on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm sorry, not on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and on YouTube. Instagram's coming, by the way. So anyway, and then also we are uploading this as a podcast as well for those of you who prefer to listen to podcasts. So you can find our show everywhere. We have hundreds of episodes. All of them are to inspire, empower, and educate you so that you can be living to your highest, greatest, fullest potential. And many times on the show, I have amazing guests. I've had quite the list of guests on this year. It's been an incredible year so far. But today I just wanted it to be me solo in the studio and share this information with you. And so I hope that you get a lot of benefit out of this show today, and that you can take the strategies that I'm going to share with you and implement them. Now, before we move into that, what we do every single week on this show is we share with you an intention statement. The intention statement this week is, I have today to love my body, all of her. And there's a key word in there. The word is her. I'm going to talk about that shortly. So I have today to love my body, all of her, or him, or they, or whatever your pronoun is. You can change that. And what we do with the intention statement is we create graphics for you. My team makes beautiful graphics every single week. And there it is right there on the screen. That is available on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. If you go to my profile, there's a little button that says intention statements, and this is already uploaded there. And what I want you to do is I want you to take your phone, take a screenshot of it. Use it as your screensaver all week long so that every time you look at your phone and you see that, you remember to love your body, all of your body. Because as I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes, that's where the transformation started to happen to me and for me so quickly, was by really tapping into my love of my body. And so I'll get more into that in just a minute. So anyway, while you're over there on Instagram, feel free to give me a follow. And I look forward to seeing you over there and saying hello. My profile is filled with tons of motivation and inspiration, lots of great things over there. So, all right, make sure you stay till the end of the show, because I'm going to share all these 5 tips with you. I'm going to want you to write these down, start implementing them, and then I want you to come back and share. Comment to me on social media or email me at info@DianeForster and let me know what starts to happen for you, because we talk about the art of intentional living, and everything that's showing up in your life, the changes that you want to make, all are dependent on you and the amount of intention and decision an action you take in your life. And the purpose of this show is that you can change your life. You can make your life be whatever you want it to be, but you get to decide and choose that. And it only takes a few subtle shifts to make this happen. And so this show is here to give you those resources so that you can start making those changes in your life and be living happier, more fulfilled, more joyful. Okay, so before I get into the content today, I want to share a word with our sponsor, from our sponsor, the Spifter, with you. And then I'm going to share a story, how this whole weight loss journey happened and why it was able to happen so quickly. So before we do that, let's hear a word from our sponsor, the Spifter. This week's episode of I Have Today is brought to you by the Spifter. The Spifter is a fun sifting spoon that makes cooking, baking, and decorating with sugars and spices so much fun. No more mess or wasting your spices. It's fast, clean, and easy. Everything looks and tastes delicious. It's also great for straining loose tea, getting pesky broken cork out of your wine glass, and draining liquid off food like olives and capers. Whether you're a novice cook or a gourmet chef, you'll love the results. The Spifter, the kitchen gadget that no kitchen should be without. Yeah, the Spifter. So here it is the end of October, and we are into the holiday season. And this is a great time to get the Spifter. It's available at Amazon. The QR code was there. And if you go to Amazon and get it, it's a great time of year to do it. For all your baking needs and your decorating and cooking needs and all your gift needs. This is our high season for the Spifter. So make sure you go get yours and let me know how you enjoy it. All right. Because this is the time of year that I really break mine out. I use mine on the regular for certain things, but now when I'm cooking and baking like crazy, this is the time that I use it all the time. So grab your Spifter. All right. So 5 shifts to lose weight fast and permanently. How did this start for me? How did I lose 20 pounds in only 10 weeks? Well, let me give you a little backstory on what happened. You know, I have been, since the pandemic, basically gaining weight, and I am in my late 50s now. I tried hormone therapy. I was feeling really sluggish and I was watching what I ate. I should not have been gaining the weight that I was gaining. Now, everybody put on some pounds during the pandemic, but that was years ago now, right? What's the excuse? And so I was dealing with low energy, brain fog, weight gain, poor appetite, and definitely too much wine. So what I did is I went on a family vacation in July. We went to Alaska. It was an amazing trip. And on this trip, of course, I was on a cruise. And so I ate more bacon on that vacation than I probably have in the last year or two, right? You know, when there's so much food, every meal in every dining room that we went to, every restaurant that we went to came with multiple courses. There was just all this food. And you know, when you're on vacation and you should be living it up, right? Well, I was definitely living it up and I was definitely eating more and drinking more than I should have. So to be honest and transparent, when I came back from that cruise, I was probably 5 pounds heavier than I normally was going into it. So sometimes when you go on trips like that, it just takes like a week or so of being good for that weight to come off. So I wanted to be transparent because people were like, 20 pounds, how did you lose 20 pounds? Well, truth is I probably gained 5 extra pounds more than I would normally be carrying at the time anyway. So I just wanted to share that with you. So anyway, I came back from this trip and I just decided I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to carry this weight anymore. I want to get back to my normal weight. I want to get back down to an ideal weight. And so the intention is the first thing that started it. And so what I'm going to share with you is some strategies and hacks that I used that you can start using right now. And so I'm going to start with number one, which is I started with my mindset. You need to start with your mindset. It's not the diet program, it's not the exercise program. Start with the mindset. And even if you're feeling brain fog or you're not sleeping well or any of those things, you still have to start with your mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing in the world. Your body is able to change anything. It is a self-healing mechanism. Now, I saw a video the other day that is quite controversial that talked about the fact that that 100% of medicine is synthetic, meaning that there's nothing natural in there that could actually be good for you. Now, it might alleviate a headache or alleviate pain, or it might be required for certain things. But the point is, fundamentally, there's nothing healthy about it. Okay. So if you really want to transform your body and transform your mind and transform your life, start with your mind first, because the reticular activating system in your brain is your Google search bar, and it is command central. So what we tell it, what we feed ourselves, what we say to ourselves, what we think, how we feel, what our vibration and frequency is going to determine what our outcome is 100% of the time. 100% of the time. So I started with my mindset first. And one of the first things I did related to my mindset is, you could take the banner down now, team. Thanks. Is I started to call my body her. 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 I started separating my mind from my body, which normally what I would do is what I'm sure you do is when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, the first thing you see are the bags under your eyes or the wrinkles on your face, or you look how tired you look, or you focus in and laser in on the parts of your body that you do not like. It's a natural reaction. We've been doing it our whole lives, right? And all of that programming is based on outside beliefs, impressions, messages that come at us at 70,000 a day, giving us messages that there's something wrong with us, right? And so what I decided to do about it is I am going to love on my body so much, and I'm going to identify with my body as something separate from me by calling her her. And I would just start saying, I love her. I love her so much. I love her eyes. I love her arms. I love her hands. I love her gut. I love her butt. I love her legs. I love her feet. Loving all over her. And literally, while I'm saying this to you right now, my body is literally vibrating. I can feel her receiving my love. So I started loving on her all the time, every time I looked in the mirror, every single day. I did not go to the mirror and look at the things I didn't like. I just focused on love. So whether I was in front of a mirror or not, whenever a thought came into my mind about my body, I instantly went, I love her. I love her. I love her. So I want you to start implementing that, because she has really responded. She responds all the time now. And that is part of my daily routine now. Every day, I will do that all the time now. Because here's the deal. Whether you're at your ideal weight, you have weight that you want to lose, maybe you have weight that you need to gain. Whatever the condition of your body is, you need to start loving your body right now, and show gratitude and appreciation for it right now, for all the things it is capable of doing. Your heart is pumping without effort, right? You are able to see, you are able to breathe without thinking about it. There's so many things your beautiful body does for you. It's miraculous. It is miraculous. So start loving on it and expressing gratitude and appreciation for all the things, the feet you have that let you walk and move through life, right? Start from top to bottom and love yourself top to bottom, inside and out. And in fact, what we're going to do in the show notes, team, make a note of this because I just thought of this. I've got a mantra meditation for you that is your ideal body. And it's a less than a 5-minute track that you listen to that teaches you how to love your body, top to bottom, head to toe, inside and out, and how to really have gratitude and appreciation for it. So this will help you on your journey. So we're going to make sure to put that in the show notes for you so that you can get a copy of that. All right. So that was number one. I started identifying my body as her. The other thing I did related to mindset is I started affirming, besides that I love her, I started saying very matter of factly, like, duh, yeah, it's an assumption. Of course it's true. Weight just falls off me. The weight is just falling off me. I just made these subtle changes and the weight is just falling off me. So guess what's happening? The weight is just falling off me. And then I affirm, why do I get younger? Why am I getting thinner, leaner, stronger, more sculpted, more youthful, more vibrant, more energetic, more beautiful? Started affirming that as part, again, of my morning routine. Now, lots of times when I do this, I am in front of the mirror, I'm brushing my teeth or drying my hair or doing my morning routine. Sometimes I do it when I'm doing my makeup. Sometimes I do it when I'm driving my car. Sometimes I do it when I'm in the kitchen doing dishes or cooking. Just start affirming. Start doing these little habits, feeding your mind with all of this positivity. It's so good. And even if you don't believe it, your subconscious will take it in. The reticular activating system will start to show you evidence and prove that it's true. You'll start to get signs and notice things in front of you that allow you to live in a more healthy, vibrant, alive, thinner, healthier body. Okay? You only want to speak kind and loving thoughts to your body. You know the experiment where they have 2 jars of white rice or 2 plants. One gets told only loving things and the other one gets told mean, horrible, hateful things. Whether it's the one plant thrives, the other plant dies. The rice where you say loving things stays healthy, fresh, white for so long. The other rice gets black and disgusting and moldy. That is what's happening to your body. So keep that in mind. So only speak to your body lovingly, loving, kind words, gratitude and appreciation. Refer to your body in the pronoun that works for you. Separate the identity from your mind and your body. Separate it because she loves that I love on her. She absolutely does. And your body will too. Okay. Now, I want you to also celebrate all that you're doing right. This is still under mindset. All of this is under mindset. I want you to celebrate what you're doing right. If you get an extra hour's worth of sleep, celebrate that. If you go out and take a walk, celebrate that. If you choose to have a cup of tea instead of another glass of wine, celebrate that. If you choose to eat half of what you normally would in a given meal, celebrate that. Celebrate all of these little milestones because this is a lifestyle. This is not about like starving yourself for 2 weeks because you're trying to drop weight really fast. This weight, 20 pounds in 10 weeks, is only 2 pounds a week. It wasn't fast, but it was. It was smart and strategic. So if you're kind and loving to yourself, you're speaking to yourself that way, and you're celebrating all of these things, and you're now living this way, understanding this is your lifestyle now. This is your lifestyle. Then this starts to become who you are. And these subtle shifts that you're making in your mindset and these new routines and habits will just be who you are, which I'll get into when we get to number 5 shift. Sorry. Okay. Number 2 is change the way you look at food. Change the way you look at food. Now, I mean, I invented a kitchen product. Nobody loves food more than me, right? I love cooking. I love baking. I love entertaining. But I wanted to change my relationship with food and I wanted to change the way I looked at food. I started to realize I need less, actually. So, one of the first things that I did is I started intermittent fasting. And the reason I did this, a couple of reasons why I did this is number one, um, I've never really been a morning eater. So it just took that off the plate for me altogether. Like, so if I'm actually getting hungry, I've learned to embrace feeling hungry. That feels good to me now. Can you imagine that? Feeling hungry actually feels good? Yeah, it actually feels good. What it does, intermittent fasting, so many health benefits. It also makes my mind super focused and clear. Okay. I started realizing that intermittent fasting would also help me eat less food and burn calories faster. And I have no more of that sluggish feeling after I eat. Never. I never ever have that anymore. And that feels so good. So I started looking at food as fuel, really fuel. So now instead of, living to eat, I'm eating to live. And not that I don't want to, enjoy life. That's not at all what I'm saying. I actually eat whatever I want. I just do it differently now. So if I'm right now during a work day, we've got a lot going on here. I got a very busy schedule this whole entire week. I on over the weekend thought about that and planned ahead. And now I'm thinking in my head, what am I going to do for fuel and food this week, right? Because I've got a lot going on. I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have time to cook. I don't want to waste time doing that because my schedule is so booked. And the last thing I want to do is get to the point where food is the last thing on my mind, and then I'm going to make bad food choices. And that might be you. You might be swinging by the drive-thru on the way home because that's your choice. It's now convenience for you. And that is the worst thing you can do. So, changing the way I looked at food and thinking of food as fuel for me, and then changing it from living to eat to eating to live has changed things exponentially. So, what am I doing? I am having my first meal sometime between 1 and 3 in the afternoon, right? And then my second meal, I'm having probably around 5 or 6. And then my last meal is probably between anywhere between 7 and 9. It's probably usually around 8 o'clock. And what I'm doing is I am basically drinking my vegetables. I make a big pitcher of greens, and in the greens are chia seeds and protein powder. So that's very, very filling. I make one big giant pitcher of that. That lasts me 2 days. And honestly, that's counted as a meal for me. And then what I'm doing is I'm eating a lot of protein. So let me walk you through this in just a second. I'll break all this down for you, right? So there is definitely protein in every meal. And whenever possible, I'm doubling down on the protein source. So that helps get the protein up. Because what I'm doing is I'm eating my goal weight in ounces of protein. So the protein I eat, if my goal weight is, let's just say 130, my goal weight's 130, I'm eating 130 ounces. I'm getting 130 ounces of protein in a day. And at the very least, if it's hard some days, I'll at least get 100. But trust me, I am easily doubling, if not more, the amount of protein that I was getting in. And man, is it burning off. It's burning off. So I always have protein on hand. I'm eating tons of chicken and fish. I'm eating eggs. I'm eating cottage cheese. Chia seeds is a good source. I have protein powder is a good source. I have collagen that's a good source. Greek yogurt is a good source. And so it's easy. I'm making sure I'm doubling down on my protein in my meals during the day. And my sweet treat at night is Greek non-fat yogurt, a serving of that with a scoop of Vital Proteins collagen mix and a tablespoon of 72% dark chocolate chips. And that whole thing is 280 calories and it's 35 grams of protein. One of the other things I do is at night, if I'm getting a little hungry, or throughout the day, if I want something, I tend to do this, in the morning before that first meal or leading up to it. And then at night after I've done eating, I'm drinking bone broth. Bone broth. A whole container of bone broth is 90 calories and it's 36 grams of protein. 36 grams of protein. How incredible is that? So you got to be conscious about getting that in. All right. So getting my goal weight in pounds in ounces of protein. I'm also doing half my goal weight in water. I'm making sure I drink 2, if not 3 of these a day. And then another trick, another hack that I'm doing is I'm taking Celtic salt and putting it under my tongue before I drink my water. So probably, at least 4 times a day. And the reason why you want to do Celtic salt is 2. Number 1, it has 82 minerals. We need to get in 85 minerals a day. Celtic salt has 82. It's like one of the best things that you can do for yourself. So if you put a little bit under your tongue and let it dissolve, and then you drink water, you drink at least 8 ounces of water, what you're doing is that allows the water to actually get into your cells and all of those minerals to get in. It's so healthy for you. So it's all these little hacks. I hope you're getting a lot of value here. Let me know in the comments section. And also let me know if you're watching this live, put hashtag live. And if you're seeing the replay, put hashtag replay. All right. So that covers that. So the intermittent fasting and looking at food as fuel and eating to live instead of living to eat. Oh, hey, Jerry, how are you? Great to see you here. Glad that you're here live. Now, here's the big one. Now, I didn't start this at the beginning of the 10 weeks. I started this about week 5, maybe even week 6. Let's just say 5 to be fair. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped drinking all alcohol. And so the reason I did that is I just had a switch go off and wanted to stop drinking alcohol. I've been doing a lot of inner work. I've been doing a lot of shadow work. And if you guys know what that is, then you know what that's like. I've been doing a lot of trauma release. And so I've been super focused on becoming the best version of me. And so I've been doing all of this work. And just one day I had a childhood memory come up for me. And it was this happy memory. And all of a sudden, it made me start crying about how, as a little girl, that my parents used to drink and smoke. We had the party house. There was always a party going on. There was always tons of people there. And I picked up this belief and associated that in order for my mom and dad to love me, that I needed to drink and smoke. Can you imagine that? That memory came right back to me. And as soon as it came up and as soon as I started crying, my desire for alcohol completely went away. Now, I'm not saying I'm, completely sober. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I choose not to drink alcohol. Will I drink alcohol? I absolutely will. I went to my niece's bridal shower in New York and there was Prosecco and I celebrated and I drank Prosecco. I'm not saying I'm never going to do it, but it is no longer a daily thing that I do, not almost daily, but I was drinking wine almost every day. Right? And not 1 glass, at least 2. So not good for you. Sometimes 3. And if I was in a writing mood, I would drink the whole bottle because that inspired me. That habit is completely gone. That's definitely helped. So that covers change the way you look at food. So all of these micro things that I've done have contributed to it. And so it's really helped a lot. by first focusing on my mindset, right? Starting with my mindset and then changing the way that I looked at food. Okay, here we go with shift number 3. Move your body every day. I don't care if you're dancing in the kitchen for 5 minutes. I don't care if it's a walk. I don't care if you are watching TV and you're doing sit ups or jumping jacks. You have got to move your body every day. Now, what I decided to do is I honestly asked myself, what do I really love to do? I go for walks on the beach all the time. That is one thing I will never give up. I love it so much. It brings me such peace. I do meditations there all the time. But I said, I need some strength training too. Well, what do I want to do? Well, the last thing I want to do is go to the gym. I want to be kind and gentle to my body, right? Now, remember, I'm loving her now. I'm calling her, and I'm loving her. Well, I want to be kind and gentle to her. So I started doing 2 things, actually 3 things. I don't want to drive to the gym. I don't want to pay for the gym membership. Sometimes classes are fun, but in my schedule right now, I don't have a lot of time. I want it to be as fast and efficient as it can possibly be. So I did my M+I=O formula. How can I make this outcome come, right? So what I came down to and drilled down to is a couple of things. I have a rebounder. So I'm on my rebounder every day for 1 to 2 songs. I listen to my headset. So that's somewhere like 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 6 minutes every day on the rebounder. Do you know that 2 minutes on a rebounder is equivalent to a 20-minute walk? It's so good for you. So good for you. There's so many health benefits. How good it is for the lymphatic system. How good it makes you feel. If you don't have a rebounder, go get one. They are super cheap and affordable. And so I get on my rebounder every single day. And then 2 exercise routines that are both apps on my phone. One of them is wall Pilates. So I do wall Pilates about 5 days a week. And so I've got a blank plain wall in my place and I just get on the wall. And the routines are anywhere between probably 15 minutes to sometimes 30 minutes. Okay. Game changer on my body, life changer on my body. Okay. So I'm doing that, but I'm also doing, I forget her name now, but her routine it's Mare is her first name, but I forgot her last name, but One and Done. And I've had this on my phone. I've had this app for a long time. I did it a while ago. I started doing it again. And I'm doing that 5 to 6 days a week, which means what I'm doing is on the weekends, I'm doing both wall Pilates and One and Done, both Saturday and Sunday. And during the week, I'm spreading out. One day I'll do wall Pilates, the next day I'll do One and Done. And so I'm working out on average 15 to 30 minutes during the week. That's it. That's it. And on the weekends, it's like 40. That's it. So it's convenient. I can do it from my home. I don't have to drive anywhere. First of all, both of the apps are paid for, so it's not costing me any money, and it's really changing my body. So you've got to figure out, ask yourself these questions. What do I like to do? What will I do? What will I be committed to? And I got really clear on the results. I want to have great results. I just don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. And I don't want to be hard to my body. I want to be gentle on my body. And so you can shift it really, really fast, and you can be really, really efficient with it. Okay. So figure out what is going to work well for your schedule and your body type, the things you like to do. I literally do the wall Pilates with a smile on my face the whole time. When I'm on the rebounder, I am smiling the whole time. It feels so good. Being in the gym on the treadmill or the elliptical or lifting the weights, I never smiled. I always was busy focusing on, watching a YouTube video or listening to a book or, checking up on emails, like multitasking on it just to get it done. That is not the energy you want to do when you're moving your body. So, and sometimes I'll just get up and I'll just do 40, 50 jumping jacks. That feels really good too. So whatever works for you, move your body every day. Okay. So the next one is shift number 4 is start with subtle shifts. How we ingrain habits into our lives and really have become this new identity of what it is, it has to be subtle. You can't just wake up and go, all right, it's Monday morning and that's it. I am starting the diet today. I am going to the gym every day. You are setting yourself up for failure. Even if you have the best intentions, the paradigm in your mind, the beliefs and habits that are created there, are living there, are running the show for you. So you have to start with small, subtle shifts. And what I'm giving you today is kind of a laundry list. Of course, there's other things. If you guys want more information, by all means, follow me on TikTok because I'm doing videos over there. Or you can reach out because I'll start putting actually what my diet consists of, all that stuff available for you. But I'm doing this increment by increment. Start with subtle shifts because that's going to feel so good to you. When you start a new habit and it begins to become ingrained, then you can add on a new habit, right? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to start with subtle shifts because one habit at a time is better than none. It's better than none. So maybe for you, what you want to start with is the shift in your mindset first, because that's where I told you to start. Start saying, I love her. I love her. I love everything about her. I love that she carries me through this life. I love her legs. I love her feet. I love her eyes. I love her hands. I love her brain. I love her gut. I love everything about her. Start with that detachment, whatever it is, and then start with the next habit, and then start with the next habit. Because if you've got too many things going on, you're probably going to start forgetting. What you want to do is you want the habit to be so matter of fact, like getting up and peeing in the morning is matter of fact. And then brushing your teeth is matter of fact. And then going over to the coffee maker or whatever that next thing is matter of fact. Or driving your car is matter of fact. These things now for me are all matter of fact. This is the new identity, but I started subtle, one at a time. So start with the subtle shifts. Okay. All right. Here we go with number 5. Number 5 is adopt your new identity. Identify with a thin, healthy person. Identify with that person that you know you want to be, but in your mind, you think she's out there or he's out there, right? Someday, like if you ever do visualization and you visualize your life a year from now, and this works, but you can start embodying this now. If you are identifying with who you want to be a year from now, do you see yourself? Do you see her in that healthy body? Do you see her wearing those fabulous clothes, looking so good in clothes, out of clothes? Do you see her getting excited when she's going on shopping sprees? Do you see her being so grateful and so happy and so proud of herself when she's looking in the mirror and she's turning to the side and she's looking front to back? How does all that feel for you? Don't put it in the future. Become that identity now. So when you look in the mirror, do not go to those areas that you don't like. I know you do it. That's why I said that earlier. Become that identity. And when you are affirming, weight just falls off me. Why am I so healthy, young, thin? Why do I make such good food choices? Why am I living in my dream body? Why am I so beautiful? Why am I so attractive? And you start loving my body. Why do I love my body so much? Why do I love her so much? And you really start doing that, and you don't do what you normally do, you start to become that identity. You start to rewire the paradigms and the limiting beliefs and the programming in your subconscious mind. And you start to see the changes. And trust me, other people will see them too. And then when you get on that scale, and maybe you're down half a pound, maybe you're the same as you were, maybe you're down 2 pounds, you start to get excited. You start to look forward to doing that. Because here's what I know. What gets measured gets results. What gets measured gets results. So if you've got this wake up, cheer yourself on. You know, I've got a client and She's got this habit of always talking about how far she has to go. Always. Whether she's on a trip or whether she's losing weight or in her business, she never celebrates how far she's come. We all need to celebrate how far we've come. You need to celebrate today, if you're here watching this, that you're here watching this and you're learning this today. And now you have ways and ideas to shift your identity and shift your body and your life and your relationship with food, your mindset, the habits that you have, smart, subtly, ways that are actually going to work. And you've got to celebrate how far you've come. The joy is in the journey. If you think about how far you've come, how far you have to go, you're always going to be putting off your happiness. You have to be happy where you are right now. You have to appreciate where you are right now. And as Lynn Twist says, what we appreciate appreciates. The more you love yourself, the more you appreciate it, the more you celebrate all those subtle shifts, the more you own the identity of the person that you already are inside. You actually already are this. I actually already was this person 20 pounds thinner. And I'm not stopping right now either. I'm not saying I got a ways to go or anything, but could I lose more weight and still be really healthy? I absolutely could. I'm totally detached to it. I'm going to continue to live like this because this feels so good. And as long as you feel good, you want to keep living in a way that feels good. I love this new identity. And in a way, it's kind of like I unzipped the old version of me and took off that suit and stepped into the version of me that already existed and wants to be this way. It's like I got connected deeper to my soul. It's like I let go of things, which I did. I totally did. But when you make a decision and a commitment that you are going to honor yourself and you're going to treat yourself with the kindness and respect that you deserve, and you are never going to speak to yourself negatively again. Think about the way you speak about yourself. If you spoke to anybody else in the world that way, they wouldn't be friends with you. They wouldn't be in your life. Don't do that to yourself anymore. You deserve more, and your soul and spirit don't feel that way. And your beauty is there, and it comes from within. And so if you start with your mindset and do what I shared with you today, and you change the way you look at food and have a new healthy relationship with food, and what I shared with you today, you move your body every day. You start with subtle shifts. You are going to see big results. And you adopt this new identity, you're already it. You're already it. I was already it. So I hope that you found this useful today. I hope you took lots of notes. I hope you'll save this episode. I hope you'll watch it over and over again. I hope that you share it with other people and that you come back and you share with me what results are happening for you. Because I wanted to share this with you because everybody was asking me about it. And like I said at the beginning, I was struggling with some of these things for a long time. I couldn't figure out what it was. But I know this beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's a culmination of all of these things. And one habit led to another shift, led to another shift, led to another shift. And it all started with my mindset and loving myself. Oh, I love that. Very interesting. Lots of notes. Oh, that's so great. You have a meeting with a dietitian later today. Oh, this is so good for you, Jerry. I hope you get all the answers, and I want to make sure that you come back and share what happens, okay? And remember this. She's going to give you lots of advice. Trust your intuition. Your soul knows best for you. If it feels good, you'll know it feels good. And if it doesn't, question it for yourself, okay? I did all of this with no drugs at all. Oh, wait, but I did add a supplement. Let me share this one thing. I started with berberine. Now, berberine, I should have affiliate links for all this. I have affiliate links for none of this, right? I'm just telling you guys all of this stuff. I started using berberine, and I would say probably by month 2, I could feel the shift of it. It's got so many beneficials to it by taking it, but one of them is it actually does suppress your appetite, kind of like all the buzz drugs that everybody's taking, the weight loss drugs that everybody is taking and dropping weight like crazy is doing. And I think that helped contribute it to it too. I forgot I added that in with my supplements. So, but it's totally healthy and safe and actually good for my body. It's got incredible vitamins and minerals in it. So that may be something else that you want to add. So write that note down too. So, all right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to pivot and shift, and I want to share something with you, and then I want to do our mantra meditation. So stay till the end. I'm talking so much. I need some water. So let me tell you something exciting that's happening here at I Have Today. First, we are doing a live event here in San Diego called TV Host Maker Live. If you want to find out information about attending that event, either in person, it is a very high touch event. We're going to be filming my show live in front of the studio audience, AKU. I'm going to be teaching you how to launch your own TV show. I've got a surprise celebrity guest coming, and then some other experts in the TV industry coming. It is going to be off the hook. But I know some of you can't make it to San Diego, so there's also a virtual option. So wherever you are in the world, you can attend this event. So what I'm going to say is send us an email at info@Diane about that, and we are happy to share that link with you. The other thing I wanted to share is I'm launching my TV network early next year, and we are looking for hosts. So if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, expert, and you want to take your business and brand to the next level, you want to be a part of this groundbreaking television network that we're launching, you're in a place where your area of expertise is you serve women over 40. We need to have a conversation. Let me share it with you and let me talk to you about the opportunity. So what you can do is you can apply for a free breakthrough session with me. And here's the link. It is tvstarhost.com/apply. And what's going to happen in this 30-minute conversation is there's a brief questionnaire. So answer all the questions when you're booking your time with me so that we can use our time really efficiently. We're going to break down everything that's going on in your business, where you are, and find out how you can now become a TV host. It is one of the fastest growing industries. It is extremely lucrative. It is an asset that lives on forever. You can make money in so many ways with it. There are so many benefits for it. It's in so much demand. So go to tvstarhost.com/apply for your free breakthrough session with me. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to get into our mantra meditation. What I'm going to share with you right now is I'm going to allow us to anchor in everything that we talked about on how you can lose weight fast and permanently by using these 5 shifts. These 5 shifts can and will change your life. And so how we want to end this show is we want to anchor it all in because it's been so powerful. And I want you feeling better at the end of the show than you did at the beginning. And that's what we're about to do. So if you're driving, obviously you can't close your eyes. You can listen in. You can do the full meditation later at another time when you're not driving. But for everybody else who's watching, please put down your phone or any other devices. Do not multitask. I promise you this will only be a few minutes. It'll be well worth it because you know how we really create change? It's not in the hustle and the bustle and the doing. It's actually pausing, stopping, getting intentional, connecting with the visualizations, the goals, and the dreams that you have in your mind, and painting that picture raising your frequency and vibration and allowing the law of attraction to bring it to you. I can't stress this enough, how important it is to take these breaks during the day. And that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this with you, is so that you can pause everything and allow this to start helping you adopt that new identity. So here we go. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to uncross your legs, put them flat on the floor. You could lay down if you want to too. I want you to put your hands on your lap, face them down if you feel grounded, or turn them up if you feel like you want to receive more energy. And you're going to close your eyes for me. And we're going to do 2 sets of breath. First step is we're going to take 4-second count in through your nose and pull that breath all the way down to your tailbone, which is your root chakra. Then I want you to hold it for the count of 8. And as you're counting, I want you to send energy, like bright light energy, to all your 8 chakras. We're going to start with your root chakra, then your sacral, then your solar plexus, then your heart, then your throat, then your third eye, then your crown, then your soul star, which is right above your head. Very important one. That's where the Akashic records live. That's your transmitter and receiver and your portal to abundance, okay? Once we've counted to 8 and sent the energy there, then we're going to breathe it out for 8 like we're blowing out birthday candles, all right? I want you to breathe really hard, okay? That's going to feel really good. We're going to do that breath 2 times and then just listen to my words. Okay, so here we go. Close your eyes. And now breathe in for the count of 4 and pull it all the way down to your tailbone. And send energy to your 8 chakras as we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let it out for 8. Let's do that again. Breathe in with your nose for the count of 4 and pull it down. And hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let it out. Keep your eyes closed. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles big and small. I notice them all. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I have today to love my body, all of her. I am going to now live in this new identity I have adopted. Starting with my mindset, I am now going to refer to my body as her. I am going to love all of her, every part of her, from the inside and out. I am going to acknowledge all of those areas and say it with love until she feels it. She starts vibrating on the frequency of that love. And it feels so good. I'm going to intend and affirm that weight just falls off me. And I'm going to start loving myself. Why am I so young? Why am I so beautiful? Why am I so thin? Why does weight just fall off me? That's going to be the new affirmations and intentions that I set for myself, speaking only kindly and loving to myself as I celebrate all the little wins along the way. I'm going to change my relationship with food by changing the way that I look at it. I'm going to get that water in. I'm going to get that protein in. I'm going to eliminate or decrease the amount of alcohol that I drink. I'm going to start intermittent fasting if that works for me. And I'm going to be diligent about looking at my weight on the scale, knowing that what gets measured gets results. And I'm going to move my body every day in what feels good to me and what works for me. I'm going to be kind to my body. I'm going to be kind to her because I love her so much. I'm going to do what works for me. I'm going to start with these subtle shifts and know that it's moment by moment decisions, and that these subtle shifts, one habit at a time, will start to stack up and produce incredible results. It will be easy. It will be effortless. It will feel good. And now that I've adopted this new identity, I am going to carry myself in the world as if this is already done, living in the law of assumption. I am now living in my perfect, ideal body. The weight I want, the size I want, the shape I want, the tone I want. My beautiful body that I love so much. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank you so much for being here during the show today, and make sure that you are subscribing to the show on my YouTube channel. I Have Today with Diane Forster. We have hundreds of episodes. Make sure you're following me on social media at Diane Forster Official. That's where I am everywhere. And I will see you next week live on I Have Today. Take care. Have a beautiful today. Take care. Bye-bye.